All right guys, I'm currently at the Dragon's Lair Gym posing room right now. I am 5 weeks out from my first ever men's classic physique competition. And joined with me today is gonna be Kyron. He is an IFBB Pro, and he's gonna walk me through my routine, criticize the hell of it out of me, and give me all the help and tips and pointers I need to succeed in winning my first ever men's classic physique. But before we get there, let's get a pump on in the gym. I'll walk you through some of my workouts, some of the things that I'm doing, and then we're coming back here, popping this shirt off and getting through our posing routine.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hand on the game, we are not playing the same. No, we not looking to change. Hand on the wheel, they think we lacking the drive. Boy, you should stay in your lane. Foot on the gas, I do not care if I crash, long as I stick to the plan. What is the plan? I cannot lie for none of you, long as I know who I am. I'm in control.
All right guys, this is Kyron. He's a force to be reckoned with, especially in the bodybuilding space. I'm gonna give him a moment to introduce himself and talk about what we're going to be walking through today. So, let's take a listen. Here you go.
I appreciate that. So what's going on, guys? It is Kyron Holden. I am a IFBB Pro in the men's physique division. Seven-time Olympian, and yeah, just here to go with some posing with him right now and see where he's at, so we can give him some pointers and get better. You know what I mean?
Guys, if you want to take posing seriously, if you want to take bodybuilding, men's classic physique, whatever it is, it really comes down to posing that can win or lose a competition to you. And he's about to give me some of the most helpful tips that's going to guide me through my success. So hopefully, we're going to find out some good ones. I'm going to take those tidbits home, practice my routine again. I got 5 weeks to get this together. But ultimately, in your own words, what can a posing coach really help for a person trying to succeed?
I think a posing coach is that extra set of eyes. I understand that you can have mirrors to look at yourself and see how you're doing, see how you're progressing, but if you don't know what the judges are looking for one, you don't know how to practice. So you can be practicing, but practicing incorrectly. So make sure you're practicing correctly, someone to hold you accountable with the posing each day. And I know for myself personally, I'll come and I'll practice, doing my poses, doing the routine, but I'm not practicing my holds. And my holds are what's really gonna be tested on stage. You know what I'm saying? Your holds is when they have everyone in comparison to see how long you can keep your composure in that particular pose. You know what I'm saying? So things like that. And also, if you're not familiar with the posing, just having someone who's a little more familiar with it so that you can become comfortable with it over time. You know what I mean? So that's what I think is good for it. I've benefited from a coach before, so I think it's always good.
Guys, I don't need someone to tell me I'm looking good. I need someone to criticize the shit out of me just so I can be better on the day up. Remember, you're going up on stage, there's no mirrors. There's just a whole bunch of judges, there's a whole bunch of crowd. So you better rely on all that muscle memory, all that training, and all those tips that he's about to give me and run them through your head before we get on stage. But let's run it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. When you're in this pose, do you think a vacuum will help with this pose, just to make your taper look a little more drastic? Have you tried doing it that way?
So I've done it and I don't like the way it looks.
Okay, flare the lats out, arms just a little bit higher, chest up, boom, yep, good. Quarter turn to the right. All right, so for this pose, want to have them together. You can have your legs straight, and then boom, you still want to keep your lats flared, and then here. You want this a little bit, tucked a little bit closer to your body. So boom, and then this back here, so it's not blocking. So basically here. Make sense?
This quarter turn.
Boop.
Closer.
There. And with this quarter turn, what you also want to do, you see them, they're also kind of poking this chest, so you can show the striations here as well. That's something else to kind of incorporate in there. So under, boop, push that chest forward, so you can see the lines in your chest. There.
Okay, so I
look
can
forward.
have this
arm
under.
Yep.
Really
exactly.
Okay, look at a little tip and secret.
Now, your legs. When you see people do their quarter turn, the side quarter turn, they're more upright, they're more erect. You know what I'm saying? So don't bend them too much. Boom, here. And as soon as you have your legs straight and flexed, it'll pop all that out anyways.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Quarter turn to the right. Now with your back relaxed, you can have your feet spread a little bit. So boom. Here you can have them like shoulder width apart. Boom. Chest up and all.
Leaning my head back a little bit more. Or?
You can't, not your head, but make sure you poke your chest up and out. That's gonna, exactly. Nice. Now, your legs in this pose, you can have them just planted, shoulder width apart. But again, I'll act like you're trying to squeeze your thighs together. That's gonna make you, it's gonna make your hamstrings pop out. Okay. So as soon as you get it like that, act like you're trying to like put them together, activate your glutes, boom. Can you feel it? As soon as you try to put your thighs together, you start to feel your hamstrings activate. All right, quarter turn to the right. Yep, same concept. Just want to make sure that's not blocking your side body. Good, face front. So I want you to get, obviously you're gonna practice this on your own several times, you know what I'm saying? But just get comfortable as you're practicing it, just to get used to not looking at the mirror, just looking straight. So this way you know what your body's supposed to feel like when you're in the pose. All right?
But when I'm on stage, am I looking at the judges?
No, you'll be looking forward.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Quarter turn to the right. Back in the front, relax, good. Now, double bicep. Good, core tight. Good, good. Nice. Now, what I want you to do, move your hips back slightly. As soon as you move your hips back, you'll see, and if you lift your shorts up a little bit more, you'll see how much more lines come out as soon as you tilt your hips back.
Oh, okay.
So do it how you were doing it before, and then now push them back slightly. Still flexing the legs. Good, good. Also, arm down a little bit. Chest, even in this pose, here, chest up still. And just be mindful to not have your arms, your elbows too far up, all right? Also, draw the pinkies back, make the bicep pop up. So drop them back here, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you pinky to the back, it's gonna pop that bicep a lot more. You feel it?
Okay.
All right, side chest. Your posture is pretty good, just small little tweaks. So boom, you're here. Boom, try not to, you see how this arm is like a little bit down right here? Try to keep the angle 90. And also posture up, chest up. You know what I'm saying? Boom. A lot of times you can hit the poses and you can be doing the poses correctly, but if you're not paying attention to your posture, like standing up straight, chest up, that will take away from the pose. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So just give me those small little cues. Good. All right, back double bicep. Nice. Again, same thing with the back double bicep. Try to make sure that your arms, your elbows aren't too high up like this. Boom. All right. Good. And the same concept with your fists and your pinkies.
That's so hard.
You want it's all these small and that's why with more than anything else with bodybuilding and classic physique, the posing is something that you have to get down because remembering all those small cues and then to hold it while you're on stage under the pressure, like that shit will become a lot. But that's why I
always keep this like firm stance, or when I'm in my back, should I put one out?
See, I'm a fan of throwing one back there because it also allows you to engage your hamstrings while you're in that pose. So a lot of times people set it up back here, they'll curl it in, and as soon as you curl it in, you're also acting like you're trying to pull your thighs together. That's gonna activate your hamstrings. So as soon as you have that base, It also helps you get your foundation together. So when you boom, boom. So you have a good foundation. You can lean back a little bit. Chest up and out, good. Legs, don't forget the legs. Still, you're trying to flex them hamstrings, all right? Activate your glutes. Good. See how it feels in your body?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like get to a spot where you have it locked. It's still gonna require effort, but as soon as you get it locked, it's a lot easier to kind of like keep yourself in check, all right? Good. So now it's gonna be ab and thigh. Good. Now what they say a lot of times is still, you don't want to ignore your lats in this pose, you know what I'm saying? So you're here, boop. Still try to like activate these too, still try to flare them out as well. Good. Now let me see your favorite classic pose. Good. You have any other ones? Any other classic poses that you like and you think look good on you?
This is a classic pose at all?
I guess, okay, when I see more open guys do this move a lot, like say if I think either it's when they're doing their side tricep, they'll boom, and then they'll hit this, and then they'll kind of like crunch it down again. But I don't really see people typically do that as like a favorite classic move.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But is there any other move that you like? How about like side tricep? How that look on you?
On my left side, great.
So boom. So anyway, since it's not, you're not doing the side tricep and bodybuilding is like this. Yeah. But if you're doing it for classic, you can hit it like this, boop, and then have that one leg out. Make sense? I see like Rough Diesel do it a lot. You familiar with him?
Should I block my back leg or kind of space it out a little bit?
That spacing is probably optimal right there. That spacing, boop. Where they can still see both, but you're accentuating this leg more.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So, and also you kind of want to, you don't want to have that wrist so visible, kind of like tug it a little bit, boom. But again, it's what you think looks good on your body. You know what I mean? But I do want to tweak the pose that you went with, like this pose here. I'm going to tweak that one a little bit. So typically, people will have like that. Which one is your strong quad?
I'm into both.
Okay,
Either one.
that you're comfortable with having out in front. All right, so boom, here, flex it, also flex this one as well. Good. Nice, you reset. We're gonna go over the whole thing again. Yep. A lot smoother. I want you to, and when you're doing like the quarter turns, do it all as if you're on stage, all right? So turning, boop, now looking at me, looking at the side, like looking in front of you, all right? And then we'll go through the whole thing.
Sweet.
Okay? Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. Nice, smooth. Quarter turn to the right. Front double bicep. Good. Remember them pinkies. Push them pinkies back. Boop. Side chest. Nice.
I forgot. For this one, am I looking at the judges or?
You can look for it. See, I think for this pose, they do look at the judges. You can't look at the judges. Also, another rule of thumb, in bodybuilding, they're also looking for gaps. You know what I'm saying? So like that's, some I've heard at a seminar before, they're looking for gaps. So you want to eliminate as many gaps as possible and still hit the pose. So like, say if you're here, the better way to hit the pose would be, say if you're here and you can see a gap, you want to close all that up.
Got it.
Make sense? All right, good. All right, back double bicep. Now, okay, remember how you're saying should your feet always be planted? When you're hitting your back double bicep, turn, get into it. I don't mind you taking that extra little time to set your feet up, boom. Make sense? Good. Ab and thigh. Favorite classic? Nice. I'm just nitpicking right now. So, boom. I want you to try to poke that chest out. Again, remember the posture part of it. So you can do the pose, but make sure your posture's strong as well. Because your posture, you see someone sitting in a chair, someone sitting upright, or someone like slouching. They're both sitting, but someone's being mindful of their posture, and it speaks differently to the person looking at them. You know what I mean? So, boom. Good, good. Nice, nice. Flip them lats out more, get a little wider. Good. Chest up and out. Activate your glutes. Good. Now again, you want to have these legs a little bit closer together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Good. All right. Front double bicep. Good. Posture, posture. Yes, yes. You see like that small little thing makes it look so much better. You know what I mean? Good. Back double bicep. Nice, nice. Bring these down just a little bit. Yup. Chest up and out. Good. Now, something here with that back double bicep, right? You get into it. Also, rotate those elbows forward. You get a lot more out of your lats. It widens your back that much more. Do you feel that? As soon as you like rotate them forward, it just makes them wrap around. All right. Ab and thigh. Good. Blow it all out. Blow it all out. Nice. Favorite classic. Good. Some I'm a big advocate of doing, and this is gonna be the benefit of practicing over and over again. So like every time you're going into each pose, you should already know like the small, like your personal ways of adjusting to get into each pose. You know what I'm saying? So say if you're getting into your back pose, you turn around, know that each time that you do it, you're gonna do this. Instead of like going, okay, like, and then you kind of forget, you just do something. You know what I mean? Like,
order of operations.
Exactly. For every pose that you get into it. So you're doing your side chest, boop, you set it up, you know that you do this every time. So this way, every time you practice, it's the same movements over and over again. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's just, and I know we're early in it, but as you continue to practice, just have a flow of things that you're doing each time, all right? Now, as far as your routine is gonna be something that you work on yourself, I'm assuming, right? Gotcha, okay. What I would suggest that when you're doing your routine, that you kind of match it to the mandatories, so you hit each one of your mandatories, but in addition to that, say if you have a mandatory that's not as strong, like say if you want to throw like a front shot in there, so you can pick one of your, so you can do one like this, or you can do just a basic front double, but whichever one looks better for you, you know what I'm saying? But you still want to string them all together that your mandatories are in there. Yep. That makes sense? Yeah. All right. Right now, we won't do the quarter turns anymore. We'll just do the actual mandatory poses and have you do holds. So it's gonna be 20 seconds holding them each time, all right? And just get used to fucking being a statue. And the same thing that we talked about with those elbows from the back works in the front as well. Just get them lats up to the front. Nice, nice. Posture, dominant, yeah. Good, engage them legs. Good. And with that, it's just the pinkies. I don't want to confuse you. So when you hear it, just tweaking those pinkies back to make the peaks pop a little bit more. Hold it. There's nothing wrong with how you're doing this pose as far as like making it be more classic and have a little bit more that little extra layer of aestheticness to it, I guess. It just, boop. And again, it's like a style point. You know what I mean? Just what I think will look a little bit better. So you're here. A lot of times I like put this, and it's also depending on like your quad as well. You have really fucking good quads, so you can have it straight and it'll still look thick. I like here, I turn mine a lot of times. Boom. So having this foot kind of this way, boop. Having this foot out in front. Yeah. Put that little classic lean in there. And with this pose, yeah. So I'm forward on this foot, and I'm having my weight is kind of more on this leg. Yeah. If more your weight's on this leg, it gives you the range to kind of like hit posture up here on your toe and just flex that leg the way you want to. Boop, and then hips back, make more lines come out. Boom. Try stepping this one forward a little bit. So like toes here. Good. How did that make a difference to you? Just looking at it, yeah. Because it's a good body part of yours. So just poke that shit out in front. Boom. Try to put more of your weight on this leg. This way you can kind of tilt your hips this way. Like that's that classic lean that you see people do. So boop. Good, good. I'm gonna touch you here, boop. Now just be mindful of this arm, because you still wanna pop that lat out, keep it straight across. Are there any questions that you have for me?
So for the whole finals, it's pretty much 60 seconds to walk to your point and then get off stage. My first 14 seconds is gonna be a Fortnite emote, just getting to my point.
Okay.
And then for the routine, since I have pretty much enough freedom, do you think like specifically for my build and the way I look, there's a pose I should hit to show off more?
Yes, okay. To start off your individual routine?
Yeah.
Again, I feel like this pose, once you like tweak it and like, cause there's still, because right now you're getting comfortable with the movement. And so I feel like as soon as you like get comfortable with what I'm trying to like get you to do here, cause it's,
yeah, because I want to be able to step into that.
Yeah, boom, just like, exactly. I use C-Bum as a good guide on how to hit that particular pose. Have you watched him like hit that pose before? And he kind of like, and I feel like your physique will lend to that pose really well. So just come out, you step out, boom, do your thing. And you can just, and you can like set your feet up and act like it's part of your presentation, just like.
Pretty much just put some swagger into it.
Exactly,
Step
exactly.
into it.
You know what I mean? Just boom.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Cause that's gonna, I feel like your quads are a strong part in your physique.
Yeah.
That'll, off the rip, show them something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Cool. And then also, let me see your front, both your hands, front double. I feel like by the time that you're like dry, fucking tanned up under the lights, this will be a really good pose to do as well. You know what I mean? You can just come here, boom, set up, activate your quads, boom. You know what I mean?
So it's pretty much like big storytelling, get everything set.
Yes. Exactly, like just, that's that added little, we can go over the poses and make sure you're hitting them all correctly, but that added,
it's all that showcasing, setup.
That presentation, you know what I mean? Like make it theatrical, make it dramatic in certain parts, little small things like that will just set you apart, you know what I mean?
Would it be better to maybe cut out a pose?
Yeah.
Just to have more of a presentation?
Yes,
for one?
if you want to show it, if you want to show something to them, make sure it's powerful. Like if you have something that's kind of like, I don't feel as confident about that one, get that one to the side. Just show them your strongest poses. They're gonna take you through all the poses anyway. Yeah. So why show them something you're not as confident about if you don't have to? You know what I mean? So go out there, if you have to take a pose out, take it out. But it's safe to still hit a back pose, front pose, and then from there, maybe a side chest as well. But from there, get creative with the pose that look best on you. Okay. Make sense?
Nice. Would you recommend getting anything down, like in lunge position?
I do think those poses look, and I was never a fan of the down poses like that until I got super fucking lean. And as soon as you get lean, as soon as you go to the ground, all your fucking lines are coming out. So I do recommend like maybe hitting a pose where you can show all this. As soon as you crouch down, all your lines come out. So I was, and also your adductors too. So if this kind of pose is available to you, you can throw one in there, but don't throw it in there if you're not comfortable doing it. You know what I'm saying? I do think it could benefit you because it does bring out the lines crazy when you're conditioned. But again, make sure you're comfortable. You don't want to do something just because you see other people doing it and you're not as comfortable with it. So I do think right now, if you want to throw one of those in there, start practicing now so you're very comfortable doing it. But as far as presentation, it does look good. Does that answer your question?
You want to help me run through one of like the down, whether it's going to be a back arm one, or if I should just stay down here and throw it? Because I mean, there's too many front double biceps in different positions.
Okay, they're not giving you a crazy amount of time. Let me see you come down like this and hit like one of these. I think one that was, again, it's showing like your quad and your hamstring separation, but I do think doing one like this will do more for you because it's gonna show like, once you peel, it's gonna show all the lines inside here, and people don't get to show that too often. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you want to show that, boom, just one of these, or one of these. That looks better. So this one, much better. So if you're,
I feel comfortable.
Exactly.
Here all the time. Cool. All right.
I think that one's a better pose for you. If you're gonna do a ground pose, that one is the way to go. And just with side chest, back double, even the back relax, engage the glutes. Because as soon as you engage the glutes, it's gonna remind you about your hamstrings. Because as soon as you do it, like, oh shit, you can feel it a little bit more. And just from that point on, just try to like, act like you're trying to push your thighs together, pull them together, and now give them the flex. And also posture. Just as you're practicing all the poses, make sure it's just exactly that makes you look so more dominant, so much more confident. It changes the pose. So just keep that in mind, even when you're doing like your floor poses. Some people start to crouch down, still maintain that posture through the entire routine, through your entire presentation. Cool. All right. Also, something I like to leave with people is intention. When you make your posing routine, make that shit with intention. As you're going through the fucking moves of it with your music, how do you want people to feel? Like not that I just want to win or that you don't want to fuck it up, but like have what you want people to feel when you're doing it. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna make it a lot more powerful.
Strike some power.
Most definitely. Most definitely. And with this pose, you can separate your feet, so almost have them shoulder width apart. So a little bit wider, yes. Stronger base, boom. And you can also start to activate your hamstrings, try to bring your legs together. Good. Posture, good. Nice. Okay. I want you to keep practicing this pose and just watch C-Bump's like posing routine. See, because as soon as you fucking like nail it the way that I want you to, it's going. Because I want to be able to step and boom, and just. And I want to get the timing. That like you have a physique that lends to that pose very well. You know what I mean? Just fucking. Since you know what you're aiming for now, look and just keep pulling pulling the comfortability into your body. You know what I mean? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fire. Because your lower body is more how I want it to look now from when we started. You know what I mean? So it's coming together. I also feel like trying a vacuum while you're in this pose may offer something different to you. Yeah. So say if you're not so front straight. See how I'm like tilted a little bit? I'm kind of like I'm angling a little bit. So I'm not showing like my whole torso. I angle it just a little bit. Chest up. Something like that. Did you see that? Yeah. Did you see that though? I want you to keep, because I feel like that shit, boom, vacuum, angle a little bit, gonna be nice. Oh, like that. Good shit, man. With Michael being 5 weeks out, from what I've seen, very good structure for classic. Quads are crazy. I feel like you had the physique for it. Just about dialing in, obviously, the 5 weeks, getting as pills as you can. And just as he keeps practicing the pose and make it more comfortable, I've seen a couple poses that he hit that I think are lights out for him. So as he continues to practice, get more comfortable with the movements, I think it's gonna be game over, man. I think you got something good.
Let's go.
Kill that shit.
Guys, like he said, you wanna have intention when you're going through poses. You don't wanna just show up, you're like, hey, look at these muscles. No. You want to make a statement, you want to have a story behind it. What is your renown? And like for this, I want to show people that they can be powerful, they can be strong. So whenever I hit a pose, striking into the judges, into the audience, I want to show them that like, hey, I'm strong, you're just as strong. We all can be powerful. This is my story. So that's what I'm going to take with me. So thank you for telling me about having that intention. And that's what I'm going to bring to the stage.
Absolutely, man.
Let's go.
Shit.